Book of Ruth, chapter 2. Ruth in the fields of Boaz. Naomi had a kinsman on her husband's side, well-to-do and of Elimelech's clan. His name was Boaz. Ruth the Moabitess said to Naomi, "Let me go into the fields and glean ears of corn, in the footsteps of some man who will look on me with favor." She replied, "Go, my daughter." So she set out and went to glean in the fields behind the reapers. She happened to come to a plot of land belonging to Boaz of Elimelech's clan. Just then it happened that Boaz had come from Bethlehem. He said to the reapers, "The Lord be with you." They replied, "The Lord bless you." Boaz said to a servant of his who was in charge of the reapers, "To whom does this young woman belong?" And the servant in charge of the reapers replied, "The girl is a Moabite, who came back with Naomi from the plains of Moab." She said, "Please let me glean and pick up what falls from the sheaves behind the reapers." Thus she came, and here she stayed, with hardly a rest from morning until now. Then Boaz said to Ruth, "Listen to me, my daughter. Do not glean in any other field. Do not go away from here. Stay close to my young women. Keep your eyes on whatever part of the field they are reaping and follow behind. I have forbidden my men to molest you, and if you are thirsty, go to the pitchers and drink what the young men have drawn." Ruth fell on her face, prostrated herself, and said, "How have I won your favor for you to notice me, though I am only a foreigner?" Boaz replied, "I have been told all about the way you have behaved to your mother-in-law since your husband's death, and how you left your own father and mother and the land where you were born to come among a people of whom you previously knew nothing. May the Lord repay you for what you have done, and may you be richly rewarded by the Lord, the God of Israel, under whose wings you have come for refuge." She said, "My Lord, may I always find favor in your sight. You have comforted and spoken to the heart of our servant, though I am not even equal of one of your servant girls." When it was time to eat, Boaz said to her, "Come and eat some of this bread, and dip your piece in the rough wine." Ruth sat down beside the reapers, and Boaz made a heap of roasted grain for her. She ate till her hunger was satisfied, and she had some left over. When she had got up to glean, Boaz gave orders to his young men, "Let her glean among the sheaves themselves. Do not molest her. And be sure to pull a few ears of corn out of the bundles for her and drop them. Leave them for her to glean, and do not scold her." So she gleaned in the field till evening. Then she beat out what she had gleaned, and it came to about an ephah of barley. Taking it with her, she went back to town. Her mother-in-law saw what she had gleaned. Ruth also took out what she had kept after eating all she wanted, and gave that to her. Her mother-in-law said, "Where have you been gleaning today? Where have you been working? Blessed be the man who took notice of you." Ruth told her mother-in-law in whose field she had been working, saying, "The name of the man with whom I have been working today is Boaz." Then Naomi said to her daughter-in-law, "May he be blessed by the Lord, whose faithful love does not desert either living or dead." And she also said to her, "This man is a close relation of ours. He is one of those who has the right of redemption over us." Ruth the Moabite said to her mother-in-law, "He also said, 'Stay with my young people until they have finished my whole harvest.'" Naomi said to Ruth, her daughter-in-law, "My daughter, it is better for you to go with his young women than to go to some other field where you might be molested." So she stayed with Boaz's young women and gleaned until the barley and wheat harvests were finished, and she went on living with her mother-in-law.